Hi, this is Lynn, your Tupperware lady. My name is Lynn Sudell. You can find me on Facebook at Lynn Lamb Sudell. That's LynnLammSueddel. And I am making clam chowder from scratch. Now, right now, I have my amazing Chef Series pan made by Tupperware. But I have bacon and onions in here right now. And I'm just browning everything, softening up the onions, getting them cooked. And the recipe that I follow is on this can, this big, huge can. And I just follow the clam chowder recipe, but I do make one little twist in this recipe. And as you go along and follow, you'll see, but this is extremely easy to use and to make. So then I'm going to put in 2 cups of chopped up celery. So that's going to go in. And just kind of get that all mixed up. And then while that is doing its job, I am going to take my can of clams, because I have to separate the juice from the clams. And so I'm going to use our can opener, which is, in my opinion, the best can opener that you can purchase. And you're just going to go all the way around. And then you're going to open up the legs of the can opener. And there's a little beak. And then you put the beak right on the side of the can and close it. And it just takes that glue and that ring off, so I'm not touching any of the dirty can. So then I'm going to take my small Vatsa bowl with my strainer, and I am going to strain off the juice, because I'm going to use that separately. And the juice is filling up. And we want to get that separated. So we're going to drain that. And there's all my clams, because all that is going to go in my soup. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to set that right on top of the milk, so because it's like all going to be in the same container. Then what I'm going to do, my secret ingredient, which is crab meat. If I was in Washington State on the coast, I would be using actual crab, Dungeness crab that we had caught. But when we don't have it, I am using a can of white crab meat. So we're going to open that one up and get that one started. I mean, this recipe is like super duper, super easy to do. And then take that top off. See how simple that, I mean, it just came right off. That's what I love about that. So again, I am going to mix this, because I want to save the crab juice into my milk. It's okay, we'll just put it in there. So we're going to put that in there, and it can go into the milk. So that's out of the way. We'll put that over there so it can go into the garbage. But if you notice, I use the little, this is our 1 cup, and I use it because I needed 1 cup of chopped up onions. I needed the 2 cups of the celery, so that's in here. And I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. And like I said, you literally just follow what's on here. And then you're going to add in a little bit of flour. And of course, I forgot my flour. You're going to put in 3 tablespoons of flour. because you're just going to kind of coat everything. So and that is a thickening agent for the soup that will help thicken it up. So I'm going to set that off to the side, and we're going to stir this all in. And the reason it says to cook it for 3 minutes is so that way it cooks the flour and it doesn't have that flour taste. And that's the reason they do that. So as this is cooking, I'm going to let that do that. I'm going to put in my salt and pepper right now. So I am going to take my teaspoon here on the top and sprinkle in my pepper. Put it back in there. And then I'm going to take my kosher salt. And again, you can use the spoon that's right there on there, but of course I'm doing this in the kitchen, so I am doing it with love. And so, again, all of these are all Tupperware products, which I just absolutely love my Tupperware products. You know, Tupperware stands behind their products. Okay, so it's going to look like this. So we got that in there. Then I'm going to add in my clam sauce. So that's going to go in. And then I'm going to take my potatoes. And it always says to put in like 5 cups of potatoes. I don't, because I don't like all of that potato in my soup. So I try to use a little bit of other ingredients, extra ingredients. And so, let me get my... Normally I would do this live on Facebook, but I had just had eye surgery, and so I didn't want to go on and be all bruised. So we're just going to plop those in there. So I thought I would just do it as a YouTube video. So I hope that you will watch my video and like my video, because it really helps with my ratings by liking them. And another little top secret that I will do with this recipe, if I find that it's not thick enough, the juice, you know, the broth part of my soup is not thick enough, like a New England style should be, I will put a little bit, like a half a cup, quarter of a cup, just a small amount of instant mashed potatoes. And the instant mashed potatoes will thicken that right up. And I'm using the Chef Series knife and of course our little cutting board. So let me see how this is all coming together. It smells delicious. So I got 3 more little potatoes to chop up here, and then I can stop the chopping, and I apologize. But this is how you make homemade clam chowder. It's really easy. You don't have to buy it at the store. You can make it yourself, and people will love it because you can add extra bacon to it. You can add the crab meat. I mean, there's just so many different varieties. And of course, my dogs are going to start barking now. Harley, hey Harley, Mommy's on a video. You don't have to bark. She knows I'm talking to somebody. So I think she's just saying hi to you. Okay, and then this is the last potato. And we'll put that on there. Hi Harley, did you want to come and visit? You think I dropped something? I think that's what they think. So into the pot it all goes, just like that. And then tender. And then while this is all cooking, we're going to turn this up a little bit. I mean, this is how easy this is. I don't know if you can see this. And here's the part that I like the best, is that I can put my hands on here, on the handles, without having to put oven mitts on, that kind of stuff. This is done very, very easy. So then I'm going to take all of my crab meat and my clams, and I'm going to put this all in here. And mix this all up. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, especially if you're a seafood lover and you like seafoods, which I do. And I'm going to make some French bread to go with this tonight. Some garlic cheese French bread. So you can see how thick this is. This is nice and thick. And you're just going to let that simmer and cook and do its whole thing. And to me, when I'm looking at this, I actually think I need a little bit more bacon in there. So I have some extra bacon that I am going to put in to this recipe. So we're going to put that in there. And then you're just going to let it simmer. I mean, like, this whole thing gets just on the stove and it's just going to simmer for a couple hours till the potatoes are nice and soft. And then you're going to take either whole milk, half and half, skim milk, whatever kind of milk you like. This happens to be skim milk because that's all I had. And again, if it's too thin, I will add a little bit of instant mashed potatoes to it and just let it cook. But you can see how that just looks delicious. So I'm going to put the lid on it. I think I gotta find the right size lid. There we go. And then it can just cook for the next few hours, and then I will have a late lunch, early dinner, depending on what time I feel like eating. And that's all you have to do. And again, all you're doing is using this can. And you can buy it at different stores. I don't know what stores. I buy it at a restaurant supply. I've seen it at Costco. I've seen it at Kruger stores. So, but that's, and if you don't have clams, you can do it with shrimp. You can do it with just crab meat. There's all kinds of ways that you can do a seafood chowder. But basically, it is a potato soup recipe with the seafood added to it. So I hope you enjoy that. Again, please follow me on Facebook at Lynn Lamb Sudel. And that's LYNNLAMMSUEDEL. Thank you, everybody.